Life is about balance. Like walking a tightrope. Lean towards one side too much and you'll fall. But where does this tightrope go? What are we prone to lean towards? And what awaits us in the chasm below? Let's stay with the image of handling life like walking a tightrope. The starting point is where we are right now, our age, health, circumstances. The other end is fixated where we want to go, our aspirations, dreams, and visions of the future. The rope itself is time, the past being right behind us, the present being the points of contact with our feet, and the future being the rest of the rope stretching out in front of us. It is eerie. We begin the balancing act already walking the rope. There is no point we can remember where we have not been walking the rope. We do not start off of a cliff or a tower. The moment we are aware of the necessity of keeping our balance, we are already doing it. The point where our feet momentarily touch the rope beneath us is the present, fleeting in nature but vital and undeniable. We can only assume that there is rope behind us because we are walking along it and have been walking along it. But we can never be sure. We can't turn back for too long. We can only catch momentary glimpses of the past because turning back would mean losing focus and potentially losing our balance. So we let the distance already traveled linger behind us, focusing on the next step. The point we are heading towards is definitely there. It has to be. This also applies to reality because time will continue to proceed no matter what we do. But this point we are heading towards lies in a fog. The fog of probability and uncertainty. The rope already being fixed may point towards predetermination, something like fate if you will. The notion of not being in control of where we are headed, but only of trying to get there. But we will not worry about that right now. The canyon beneath our feet is failure. Always present, but evaded by our efforts and the constant reminder of where we do not wish to be. But falling does not have to be the end. In reality, most professional tightrope walkers are attached to a safety line. This shows us that failure does not have to be life-threatening. So even if we see the canyon below as failure, keep in mind that this is not absolute. Now that the scene is set, let us turn towards the actor, ourselves. You are, we all are, the person walking the rope. We are balancing, avoiding leaning too much to one side or the other. This is the point where we encounter our struggles in reality. We have to keep the middle ground between two sides, two options or extremes, and aligning ourselves between them is what life is about. The main topic on this channel is understanding oneself. This requires contemplation and challenging one's perspective. I'm here to provide these challenges to you. So consider subscribing and liking this video. Work is necessary. It provides a goal, purpose, and usually a metric tracking our progress, for example money. Energy has to be replenished, mind and muscles have to regenerate. When we overwork ourselves, we risk a burnout, a decline in mental and physical health, in our personal development, and in our relationships. When we spend too much time resting, with no work to return to, we start to feel uneasy. We question our self-worth, look for motivation and purpose. We see that no extreme appears to be fulfilling by itself. The task is therefore achieving balance to receive the benefits of both extremes. Further examples are our mental and physical well-being as well as our relationships. First of all, physical well-being. We are all aware that we should be mindful of what we eat and that we must stay active. Get your daily protein intake, eat your veggies, drink water, move your body, play sports, touch grass. All of these actions are no doubt good for you. At the same time, there are sensations that feel good despite not being healthy en masse. Think of candy, other fast food, and drugs like alcohol. But there's no denying that indulging in these kind of hedonistic pleasures provides some kind of relief or joy. Sticking with a strict, healthy diet is hard and makes you irritated, and it is hard to uphold. Treating your body like shit will lead to you feeling like shit. No option is sustainable without acknowledging the benefits the other may provide. Connected to our bodily health is our mental well-being. Just like I mentioned earlier, work may be beneficial to how we feel about ourselves. It provides purpose, a sense of meaning, and it keeps our mind active. At the same time, just like I said, we need to relax and recharge. We have to nurture not only our mind, but our soul through art. There is a place and time to be determined and professional, but we also should allow us the freedom to let go and enjoy ourselves sometimes. My last example is our social life. Relationships are complex. We are born into some, or we get to choose others. Finding balance is about deciding who we spend our time on, while realizing that others do the same on us. While relationships are on one side, self-reflection is on the other. A quote attributed to Picasso goes, "Without solitude, no real work is possible." And in our case, the work of art is understanding ourselves and finding balance. To genuinely be with others, we have to be alone with ourselves first. This way, we understand our roles and impacts on relationships better. Staying in balance socially means finding time for yourself and for others, as well as balancing the energy and time spent on the individual relationship. I propose a 2-stage strategy to balancing life. Number 1, put life in a box. Simplify things. Look at the status quo. Look what is most present in your life right now and isolate it. Write it down. Make a voice memo. Whatever gets it out of your head. I know life is complicated and a lot of things interplay with each other, but this is a more simplified version so we can get a grasp on the problems at hand. Step number 2, think extreme and choose long-term benefits. Look for the most extreme ways one could approach the things singled out in step number 1. For example, a relationship may not go the way you want it to. One extreme would be completely terminating the relationship. The other extreme would be totally sacrificing yourself to keep the relationship alive. Now look for your middle ground. In the case of this relationship, this would mean set personal boundaries, create healthy emotional distance, and express the wish to nourish the relationship. And the unofficial secret third tip would be, do not beat yourself up when you slip. Remember the safety line? Short-term treats keep you motivated. Long-term goals keep you focused. I shed light on the struggle for balance to make you aware of it. I do not claim to have these absolute answers to balancing your life because it is a deeply personal matter. Hopefully, this image of yourself on the tightrope above the menacing valley will help you on this quest for self-improvement. Thank you for watching.